Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And welcome to your blind spot readings. And I have with me Gerald of Tarot Stash and
Hi.
Hershe, Shadow Reader. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining me again.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Everybody's doing okay. Everybody's so far having a good week. And
Yes.
all that good stuff. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just one of the things that I wanted to do kind of right off the bat, and I forgot to do this yesterday when I was doing the show with David, Tarot by the Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Totally forgot to say, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, go over to David's channel, make sure that you do, the YouTube thing on his channel and so on. So yeah, once everything was all said and done, it was like, oh, I forgot. So don't forget, folks, you can find Gerald's contact information and Hershe's information in the description of the video. If you click on the link in the video and it doesn't automatically work, just copy and paste it, because I'm an English major, not an IT major. There are things that I don't know, and quite frankly, don't need to know. So let's quickly say hello to some of the folks that have joined us. And thank you all for spending part of your day with us.
Best chatters.
Yes, chatters. Absolutely. So hello to Kay Muldoon, who is a new member on my channel. We have got Lorraine Orr is here. And this is cute. She said, seriously, for real, for the past week, I've had an image of an iceberg in my head and didn't know why. Well, now you know, Lorraine. Now you know. You're meant to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have got Madame Maru is here. Nice to see you. We have got Linda H. Hello, Linda H. We've got Joanne Mayhew. Nice to see you, Joanne. Sonia is here.
Hello.
We've got Sylvia. We've got, let me see, who else do we have? Plucky Heroine. Hello. Willow Love. Nice to see you. Aspasia Rising. Nice to see you as well. Yeah. Let me see. There's Tarot Stash. I don't know who that guy is.
I don't know. Mods.
Yeah. Book Bewitched. Hello, Book. And Liz and On. Nice to see you. Karen Doyle. Ness is here. Nancy Crohn's Intuition. Hello. Nice to see you. And we've got Thomas from Tarot Your Way.
Happy belated birthday, Thomas. I'm going to say it all of the time.
Oh my gosh. When was his birthday?
His birthday was on Monday, which was his channelversary.
Well done, Thomas. Well done. Okay. So yeah, happy.
I had so much fun with him.
Yep.
Did you? Good. Good.
Yeah.
We've got Michelle Krantz, Lori Hunsinger. Let's see, Mary Thornberry. I think Mary Lloyd. Hello. Hello, Michelle from Astrological Tarot.
I'm on with Michelle later today for some readings.
Excellent. Excellent. Love reading with Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful. Okay. Leah is here. And Leah says, hi, may I ask a finance question? Leah, the way that we're doing things is you just say you would like a blind spot reading, and we will tell you what is in your blind spot. So to ask for financial question is a little too specific. So, yeah. Lorraine Orr, I mentioned already. And Magical Mermaid. Hello, Magical Mermaid. KK. My goodness. Sold
Yeah.
out to me. Hey, Heather. Nice to see you here. All right. I think I might have everyone. If I've missed you, believe me, it's nothing personal. Aaron and Nugent.
And did you have Leah above that one?
Leah, yes.
Okay.
Please and thank you. Or did she have?
She
Leah.
asked for blind spot.
Blind spot.
Yeah.
I missed it. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Blind spot reading for
And then
Plucky
Mary
Heroine.
Lloyd.
Sonia Johnson. Okay. Adriana. Hello. Sal Rod is here. Okay. Sandy Johnson. All righty. So I think that's hello to everyone. Got 8 questions starred. So
Adriana is a new one also at the bottom.
oh, excellent.
I'm trying to help. Tell me to shut up.
No, please. Because you know what? It's hard when that chat goes on.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
And I see
spot for Ron.
And I see Sandy Johnson said, a quickie reading Terror Stash gave me about a car. As confusing as it sounded to others, just happened exactly as he said. LOL. Great.
Nice.
That was helpful.
Excellent.
Woohoo.
Oh, you know what? Love it when we get those affirmations, right? It's not a case of, oh yes, pat me on the back. I did a great job. It's like, okay, thank you, Spirit. You know, yeah.
Yep.
That's kind of where it comes from. Okay, let me make sure that I haven't missed anyone.
And I'm going to do this for you, Hershe, just so that you feel good.
Boy, yes. I am drenched. I was dry when we started the live. I'm soaking wet.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, oh, I'm sticky. I'm moist.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Ness. Yeah. What a work situation. And she was right. The bad performance review was Vail Company downsizing. Yeah. Mm. Oh, good. Yeah. All righty. Okay. So I think we've got 9 for now. So I'm just going to post in here that questions are closed for now. And then as we go through these 9, if we have more time, we can always get more at the end.
Yes.
There we go. And
I'll post it in my chat as well.
All righty. So we've got Sonia, who would like to know what is hiding in her blind spot. Sonia. Oh, Flower Beauty, I'm sorry you just missed the cutoff. But if we have time later on, we can add you to the list. But yeah.
Sonia, blind spot. You have people around you who are actually willing and able to help you and to support you. You're not looking around to seeing them. The people that you're just missing the opportunity for that. So thinking about this is it also feels very much like it is important that you while you're feeling isolated, you're not actually alone. You're self-isolating instead. So say yes to opportunities, because you're spending too much time, in your nightmares. You're paying too much attention to things that are not reality yet. So that's what I have for you, Sonia.
Yeah, it's you can't worry about the future. The future's not here yet. So you can't, you really don't have a lot of control over what is to come. All you can do is be ready to move in a positive direction when it happens. So the card that I got for you, and this is from the Life Purpose Oracle, is trust. Okay. Trust your feelings and your dreams to guide your career paths. So whatever it is that you're working on in terms of what it is that you might want to do in the future, trust that you're being moved in the right direction. And I also, with that, I also got travel, which is that, yeah, your life's purpose is to be traveling. So that doesn't necessarily mean, traveling for work, or traveling for pleasure. It could be a combination of the two. So just be ready for that when it comes in. And yeah, you're spending too much time thinking about things that were in the past. Just what's in the past, you can't control what's in the past. You can't control what's in the future. You only have the now. So yeah, think about, yeah, sorry, that's all I'm getting. Okay.
Hi, Sonia. Well, when we dive into the subconscious, right? Usually that goes in paths that it's the beaten path. We've never walked these paths before, right? That's not true. We created those paths. We created them in the way that we grew, we were molded, and the thoughts that were pushed into our heads, right? Those are forced thoughts. Your blind spot is belief, right? This isn't the belief as in faith. This is the one that makes you question. And your two questions are, why is that a bad thing? What would it mean if it were true? So when you look at the aspect of that, you have to take past out of it and you have to take future out of it. I hope I'm not frozen like I am on my screen.
No.
Okay. So what I want you to understand is that it's about here and now, and it is about the white light that's within you, right? So you probably should be working in darker places. The light that you carry is within you. You're seeking for it outside, and it's not how you find it. So focus on those two questions and then start removing the past and the future of it and just stay in the here and now, and you'll find the answers to why belief is your blind spot. And that's what I've got for you subconsciously.
Yeah. Very good. I hope that resonates with you, Sonia. Okay. And Book gets to go next. She is a member, so she jumps the queue, and she would like to have a blind spot reading. All righty.
Every time you do it, I'm just going to keep it. Just a minute, you can't go be able to do it because I'm going to have to press it.
All righty. Okay. And then. It's amazing sometimes when, I'm working on one thing because I was told to start one thing, and then all of a sudden I hear, no, put that down, pick another one.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Book, I'm doing looking at the blind spot is you don't actually see you're actually moving and growing. You're thinking you're standing still, and you're not. There is actual movement and in your spiritual growth. You're moving from, sometimes it's challenging thing to a challenging thing, but you're dealing with these everyday life things. What's really important is you have to believe that you are moving. Right now, you don't necessarily believe that you're evolving, that you're growing. You're also missing the point that this is the 10 of Swords. You're missing the point. A lot of the bad stuff is over and you can let it go because you're still dwelling on that. So blind spot, you're actually moving and growing. You can't see it right now because you're in the midst of the moving and growing. So that's what I have.
Yeah. And I pulled 4 cards, and 3 of them are major arcana, and they are absolutely wonderful. Okay. I get the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, things are starting to change for you. Things are moving in the right direction. All the spiritual work that you have done until now is what is going to propel you forward. You are the star in your own life. You know what needs to be done. You're not afraid to do the hard work, right? So you're right now you're kind of feeling like the wounded warrior, and I think that's where, and I agree with Gerald, is that you may have been wounded, but you're not out of the fight. So you can carry on. You can take the lessons of things that that happened, and you can move forward knowing that you're protected, you're valued, you're someone who um, needs to teach other people certain things, and that's kind of what your purpose is. I also get the world. So the things are, it almost feels like spirit is saying, look, it's all before you. Choose, what do you want? So yeah, part of that blind spot is not being able to accept that all this is for me. Yeah, it is. It is. So just accept it graciously and go forward, because yeah, you're not as wounded as you think. You're yeah, you're a survivor. Okay. Hershe?
Ooh, hi, book. So the blind spot that I got for you, or that I was drawn to, actually hit the floor. So you know, if it hits the floor, it's at your door. So you need to really just listen, okay? You got 26. 26 is impact, right? Impact is about you, the words you use, the body language that you use, right? So if you've drawn, or the sigil has found you, it's because you are rationalizing being sensitive, right? You're trying to make other people understand you, and that's not your place. If they're not your people, stop explaining who you are to people that are not on your level, because you're impacting them in a negative way. I know that sounds really cold and it sounds really harsh, but when you're impacting people's lives, then you need to make sure that you are staying with better words than what was thrown upon you, right? You need to find a way to unimpact them and unrationalize your own thoughts about the words that you use. Everybody is going to have their own words that they feel they're drawn to use, and you need to allow them to figure their own out, because in order to stop impacting people and stop blocking or rationalizing your blessings, you have to find a way to illuminate and attune to your frequency. You can't work on anybody else's frequency, only yours. It doesn't have to make sense to anybody, only you. I can only speak from what I'm understanding. What I'm understanding is that the impact that you have on people is much greater than you realize. But you throwing your rationalized thoughts and your life into someone else's current now words is not fitting, or is it comfortable for them? So you can't necessarily throw negative in your impactability, because you are impactically able to rationalize for other people, and you don't need to do that. So only worry about you and worry about your blessings. You cannot worry about the next person's blessings or their consequences. You have to let them happen, no matter who they are, your child, your husband, your mothers, your fathers, your neighbor, your coworker, the cat down the road. You are an impactful person. So be very, very cautious with this sigil and this blind spot, and just find your attunement. And then those that want to be around you will make sure that they fit in your frequency, and you won't have to do any attunement for them, because it will be a much more cohesive and it will go together easily. And that's the blind spot I've got for you subconsciously.
Wow.
Excellent. Excellent. All righty. Next, we have Ness. Ness is also a member. And my health. Well, Ness, we'll see. We'll see what comes up, whether it's health or something else.
No. Okay.
Ness. The trip down memory lane that you are taking, or the opportunity that you have to take down memory lane, could be a really good thing. This is the Six of Cups. This is the nostalgia card. It does feel very much like you need to take an adventure. You have been stagnant too much. You need to get up and move. You need to see things differently. You are you're not being active enough, Ness. And that's a blind spot. All right, I say this lovingly. I don't know, but it feels like you've been like a slug, and pretty soon that's not going to, it's not serving you anymore. Get out, get moving, do something. Take a walk down memory lane, but don't stay there. Don't stay there. So that's what I have for you. I don't know if you've been a slug, but it really feels like there's a walk down memory lane that you need to take, and it's a visit. It is not a moving in. It's not staying in. But you need to get that adventure things going. So move around more helps with health. That's true, but don't be going in old directions. Blind spot is if you're missing the new adventures.
Yeah.
So that's what I have.
Yeah. And yeah. It's funny that I do get your health does come up in here. In the I've got the King of Pentacles. He doesn't necessarily have to be money. He's health as well. So the health is kind of weighing on your mind a little bit. And the thing is, you're kind of you are being a little harsh on yourself in terms of what you have experienced. There is a way that we view our experience in terms of this is what I've learned, and that's different than wearing it as sort of a like a badge of honor in terms of I need everyone to recognize what my suffering has been. And so you want to kind of get away from that. You are the master of kind of what it is that you want to manifest. I get the Hierophant, which is higher institutions and so on, and also spiritual connection. there's that's a very good card for spiritual selection, and for spiritual growth and so on. Don't let things of the past be a burden to you. Just, I know it's easy to say, just let it go. But you can, it's kind of like I said before, you can wear it as a badge of honor, or you can say, no, I've survived that. I can take that off. I can leave it exactly where it is, and I don't need to touch that again. So yeah, very much in line with what Gerald said. You can, go back and visit, and just don't plan on staying there for a long time. Okay, sorry, Ness, that's what I got for you.
Hi, Ness. So I didn't get one. I got 2 blind spots for you, sweetheart. I'm not sure. So, I'm receiving it, and I hope that this doesn't come across like a drill sergeant. Your very first blind spot is judgment. This is the judgment that allows a clock to not be a clock. You preordained judgment in your brain, right? That sigil, the only way to stop being that sigil is through mending, right? You have to forgive yourself. Not every human being is deserving of forgiveness. But when you forgive yourself, the universe grants that universal pact to be there, but that doesn't mean you have to allow them back into your space. When you think about the way our brains are, we automatically like something, we don't like it, we got something to say, we don't got something to say. The opinion is the judgment, period. So if you live your life in an opinionated state at any point or all the time, you're allowing judgment from your subconscious and unconscious to creep into your conscious. And you could be actually affecting people that care about you because you're seeing them in a judgmental way. And instead of allowing the mending to come through so that you can find out why, that's a part of who you are. When the second one rolled out, I kind of thought, ooh, why though, right? But then as I'm reading, I find out that they actually go hand in hand. You got the mask of unrealism. The sigil is about being unrealistic, right? Unrealistic and judgment is about knowing that you're putting preset scenarios together that don't exist, right? And the only way to find it is to center yourself. You have to be the deserving one. You can't just assume that you are without putting the work in. So until you find a way to center yourself and stop wearing mask of judgments in your subconscious and unconscious, you'll not be able to remove it from your conscious, your present, your current. So make sure that you give yourself a lot of room and stop allowing people to tell you that a clock is just a clock when you know that a clock is so much more. That's the message I've got for you, sweetheart.
All righty. Perfect. Let me just get rid of that. And we did have a couple other questions that I missed, so I had to go back and find them. And this is from Lorraine Orr, who is asking for a blind spot reading.
I hope that was okay to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because don't.
Cat?
Anytime that you are being helpful, know that I appreciate it.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So, Lorraine Orr. And yeah, there's a reason that you found us today, Lorraine. And there's a reason that you've been seeing those icebergs and whatnot. Yep. Okay. Okay.
All right, Lorraine. I have the King of Wands. This suggests to me that your blind spot is you do not know how powerful and influential you are. Uh, okay, you do not know how influential and powerful you are. I think it is important for you to understand that. People, you may not know immediately what you've done and how you've helped people, but you have. That's a blind spot. Sometimes we never know the influence that we've had on other people. There is the aspect of this is a blind spot is you actually have all of the resources that you need to get what you desire. You're overthinking it. You're getting in your way. You're thinking you're not being creative enough to do what it is that you need to do. So, live in a feeling of abundance instead of lack. You actually have abundance. Look around you and see things with new eyes. I was doing a reading this morning, and the words "the scales fell from their eyes" came up.
Yeah.
So see things very differently. So because you've got your vision clouded. So that's what I have for you, Lorraine.
Yeah. Absolutely. And what I'm getting is that yet you are what is in your blind spot is that you are giving up too much of yourself in service of other people. And this isn't a reciprocal relationship. You're not getting a whole lot back, but your energy is being pulled on all the time. Okay. So you're you start off with the world, what you have in front of you, what it is that you need. But also with the Five of Wands, you've got people pulling at you, wanting your attention, right? There's infighting, there's uncomfortable things, situations going on around you, and everyone is trying to get a piece of you to kind of go on and to be on their side. Okay, this is kind of confirmed for me with the Six of Pentacles, and this is the the person, quote unquote, who holds all the money is the one who's making the decisions on who's going to get what. Well, in this case, it's your energy. They're drawing on your energy, and sometimes it makes you feel like you're just absolutely um, you know totally out of control emotionally, because this is really draining on you. And this feels like family members. It feels like they are trying to get you involved in things that really you can just step away from. Okay, this is the Eight of Swords. You have control in this situation. You can say, no, I've had enough, I'm not doing this. Anything that you have to say about your sister or your brother, I'm not interested in hearing. Anything that happened over at your dad's house, I don't need to know. I don't want to know. So don't allow those people to try to suck you into situations where it's going to play on your emotions, and just concentrate on what you are able to do and create the things that are beneficial to you. You have a right to do that. You don't have to be everyone's caretaker. Yeah, take care. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. This is what happens when you take medication, okay? So that's what I got.
So I want to tell you to reach out to me privately. I don't charge for my shadow work, but I really want you to reach out to me, sweetheart. Your blind spot has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consequences that are fed by you falling for pyrite. All that glitters is not gold, and you're falling for it every single time. Your consequences is focus, light, mystical, compassion, blooming, and harmony. And you don't have them. You're cut off from them because of this blind spot. This blind spot is number 71. This is depletion. because you continue to do everything the exact same way without replenishing you. You are literally forming your own consequences, and you are stopping. You are literally building brick walls up to stop harmony, light, focus, compassion, everything that's inside of you that is your gifts. You're blocking them because you keep depleting yourself, falling for pyrite, falling for the quick fix. I know this isn't easy, but you have got to replenish yourself. You have let your well run dry for so long that this sigil is it's overfilling. This sigil should be bone dry, like out of here, not have access to you. I hate this sigil. I hate this sigil. I don't even like that word because of that's how much power and the consequences that come with it, because those are self-made walls. I really, really, really hope that even if you don't reach out to me, reach out to a subconscious shadow worker. They shouldn't charge you for their gift, but if they do, hopefully it's affordable and you are drawn to the person that is helping you, and they help you find ways to knock every damn brick down.
Yeah.
I wish I had something better to say for you, sweetheart, but that is your blind spot that I've got for you. Many blessings.
Absolutely, Lorraine. So please do reach out to Hershe. Yeah. All righty.
Are you allowed to throw your cards around like that, Hershe?
Absolutely. They insist on it.
I kind of knew
My
that.
guys have a sense of humor like no other. I mean, take Eddie Murphy and all the comedians from all the days back. Go all the way back and just look at all of those people that were here to make us laugh and inspire. And they were sent from something from up there because they were created in their images, not ours.
Yeah.
So yes, there's a lot of humor and laughter on the other side. Mm-hmm. It's the first form of healing.
It is.
Yes, it is. Yeah. And Lorraine says, I can spell. It's hard. It's difficult with tears. Oh, we feel for you. You know what? None of us are here to be nasty in any way. This is, we say things to help you move forward, and sometimes we have to be a little direct, because sometimes you just don't hear it when we're too kind, right? When we choose our words. And yes, book, I am really, really excited about the class that is starting on March the 1st. So, okay, Sylvia would like a reading.
All right, Sylvia. Sylvia, blind spot. What you've been waiting for, it's getting to the point where you've waited too long. This is the 7 of Pentacles. It's time for you to do the thing that you need to do. Stop waiting, because the fruit's going to rot on the vine. Take the action now. This is the Ace of Wands. Get out there, do what it is that you need to do. You've been waiting. Stop waiting. Do it. For entertainment purposes only. Take the action. Take the action on that thing that you have been thinking about, planning about. But it's really important that you harvest the crop that you have, because if you don't, it's going to start dying on the vine. So that's what I have for you, Sylvia. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that. I get the Ace of Cups, and that is, there's a lot of emotion. You have looked at this 10 ways from sundown. You can't look at it anymore. There isn't another angle or another corner to go around. It is time to make a decision. It's time to say, okay, I'm going to do A or I'm going to do B, and then go forward and do that. And Yeah, you have examined this from so many different ways. This is the Hermit, by the way, um, where you've kind of you walk forward in faith only to a certain point, and then you stop and you go, yeah, okay, I know I've trusted up until now, but I don't know that I can trust the next few steps. So it's up to you to kind of take the next step, stop thinking about it, do what you have to. Okay. Otherwise, what's going to happen is spirit is going to put you in a situation where you are not going to have any choice but to make that decision. And I get that with the Tower. This doesn't necessarily mean your world falls apart. It just means that, yeah, spirit will step in and put you in a situation where you have no choice. So you want to be able to make a decision that's your choice. That's what I get.
Well, so the sigil that I have for you is the exact opposite of abundance. You got scarcity. So in order to understand this sigil, you have to understand that you right now in your subconscious is very scarce about what you have, right? You're speaking it, you're seeing it, you're living it, but you're not actually enjoying it, right? What it's blocking is your gifts, and it's blocking you being able to nurture your gifts and find the abundance in them, right? So I really need you to understand this is not what the mind can achieve, the mind can conceive. This is the exact opposite. Everything that you conceived, it's because you've already achieved it. So you need to find every bit of abundance and let that damn scarcity go, because it will impact everything, every breath of you, and every breath that you give or breathe for anyone else that you care or you love about. This will hinder, not nurture. It will hinder. You may not see an instant reaction, but you will definitely see a consequence to this with the exchanging of a gift, or you just being able to have the abundance of your gifts, your talents, your peace of mind, your love, and the light within. And that's the blind spot that I've got for you subconsciously.
Perfect. I hope that resonates with you, Sylvia, and I hope that it makes sense. Okay. Wait a minute. Next, we're going to go to, all right, Joanne Mayhew, who would love a blind spot reading.
Joanne had mentioned something about possibly going to bed. Joanne, are you here? I don't have the phone. So ring. Joanne.
Yes, please let us know. Please, yeah, if you're here. Hey, Joanne.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I missed that part about her.
Yeah, I don't see her right now. If you want to skip, if she catches up, we can go back.
Okay. All right. We can certainly do that. Okay. Did we? No, we didn't do Leah yet. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So Leah. Leah, blind spot reading.
Leah. Be careful of your heart. People are trying to pierce it. They're trying to remove the energy that you have built up in it. Someone may not be telling you the complete truth. The words are not matching their actions, which is very important. The blinds, so pay attention to that. My suggestion for you is that you take one of the swords out of your heart and you go run with it. This is the page of swords. You need to move on from that. You may be holding somebody. It feels. Are you missing the fact that someone has tried to pin you down and to keep you from moving? Remove that pin and start moving. Get a dash in. Get a dash in, Leah. So that's what I have for you. I hope that helps.
Yeah, totally. It's funny. I got both the King and the Queen of Cups. So when I saw them as they came up, and I thought, okay, all right, there is this is a relationship that you are rethinking. It served its purpose. It's no longer serving its purpose. It is draining you financially. And it's time to make that decision about what your belief is in terms of this this situation. Okay. I also get the Hierophant, which is, thinking this feels like it's a marriage. This feels like it is you're contemplating things in your marriage, in your relationship, that you're ready to kind of take take the things out of the relationship that have value to you, and you're ready to leave and go on a path with the Empress that is going to more align with what it is that you want. So I think in this case, your blind spot is believing that you are worth making that decision, and not allowing someone else to come in and convince you that this is as good as things are ever going to get. So that's what I get.
Hi, Leah. So the schedule that I got for you was number 63. 63 is about pushing you away, right? Something within you feels like it's not right, or you're scared of it, right? But what I want you to do is I want you to say the word intimacy, not the sexual intimacy. I want you to literally say it like, into me, I see. Intimacy, right? Into me, I see. What I want you to do is I want you to first connect with you for the very first time, because you are constantly pushing something away from you. You feel like it's not meant for you, but it's absolutely meant for you. You got the not for you in reverse. This is that damn sigil, that sign, that gift from the universe that'll hit a million detours before it passes you by.
Yeah.
But every time you are ready for it, or it is ready for you, you feel like you're not worthy, you're not good enough, it's not going to like me. That's because you don't like you on the inside, self-consciously. You are not seeing into you the correct way. This isn't an intimacy with anybody other than you. Intimacy goes into seeing, feeling, listening, perceiving, and understanding you. You are literally the only person that can give you intimacy first. And without understanding your own intimacy within yourself, you can't receive it from anybody else. So there is something very magical that is trying to be in your life, but you flat are refusing it to be there. Whether it's darkness or shadowing or owning your own of something, you're scared of it, you're intimidated by it because you think something differently than intimacy towards it. So absolutely look at it as you're looking into you so that you can see you. And that's the blind spot I've got for you, sweetie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sonia, I agree. I love that intimacy. Into me, I see. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is fantastic. That is beautiful.
I'm trying to help Hershe.
Yes.
Am I glowing again?
I'm just like going, I can feel the heat from here. I'm like going, all right, Hershe,
Yeah.
we got you.
My room feels like it's 112.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Gosh.
And Plucky Heroine.
And by the way, Leah said, I get it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Plucky. Hello.
Yeah. All right. Plucky Heroine. What's in your blind spot?
It's always a good sign when Hershe's laughing.
Uh-huh. Oh.
All right. I'm just gonna Plucky. This is the second time I've got this card today. This is the 7 of Pentacles. What are you waiting to do? Do it. Stop waiting. Stuff is going to the fruit's going to die on the vine, or it's going to unalive on the vine, whatever.
Yeah.
But this is an important thing. You've done all of the hard work. Reap the rewards. And Plucky, I also have, there's the 2 of Cups that's involved. I'm wondering if this, from a blind spot, I'll just say it. Is this unrequited love? Are you completely missing that someone is being adores you in a way that you're not able to accept? Don't know if that's welcome or anything like that, but there's this love, this appreciation, this unity that you're missing, and it could be with people you're in relationships already, but it's ready to go to a deeper level, and it's not showing up. You're not seeing it. You're not seeing it. So that's what I have for you, Plucky. Hope that gave some good insight.
Yes. Yeah, I get very much the same thing, that what you are the Queen of Wands. You have what you need to move forward. You have what you need to make this decision. No one is really going to pull the wool over your eyes. You're a little too smart for that. What you are doing is you are literally standing in your own way, in that I think this is a decision that you need to make about something financial, and you know which way you need to go. You just don't want to go there because you think you're going to end up hurting someone's feelings. Okay. And that's not the case. And I do agree with Gerald that if you don't act soon, you're going to find yourself just kind of with the 4 of Swords, just having to sit back and say, well, okay, that would have been a great idea if I had done that. So don't have courage, make the decision that you need to have. You do not want to see yourself sort of out in the cold, because it's that's not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be emotionally fulfilled, and you're supposed to be financially secure and in good health and all that. So yeah, just make the decision that you need to make. Just do it. You'll feel so much better once you make up your mind. That's what I get.
So you've got the number 1 sigil, Plucky. The number 1 sigil is fear itself. When you have this as your blind spot, you don't see it as fear. You see it as everything else, because that means you don't see that you're sabotaging yourself. People can't overcome fear, and that's the problem, is they think, oh, I can overcome it. No. Not when it's in your subconscious. It has to be dissolved. It has to be forcefully put in its place. It has to be acknowledged, and then you have to dissolve it. You have to work with it. You cannot sabotage it. And your sabotaging techniques of avoiding the fear, thinking that you'll overcome it one day, You are throwing yourself out of yang and into yin. You're literally throwing your essence into a situation in a plane it doesn't exist in. So you're self-sabotaging the fear in your own life. You're also stopping the adventure ahead of you because you won't dissolve it. If you don't dissolve it, it can keep coming back. If you dissolve it, it's done. It don't get to come back. It doesn't exist anymore, right? There is success ahead of you in an adventure, but you won't even get to see the path or the way forward until you learn to dissolve fear and stop trying to overcome it. And that's the message I got for you, sweetie.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Alrighty. We have Sandy Johnson who would like a blind spot reading. And we're doing excellent for time because after Sandy, we have one more, and that's Adriana. And there we go. So we're going to be right on time. Okay. Sandy Johnson.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. And Hershe's link is below in both Marina and my description. So do feel free to do that because we're not simulcasting to Hershe's channel, but you can go over there and like so you can be notified about her incredible readings. I'm heaping praise in your general direction, Hershe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
I will not sabotage it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Don't forget, everyone, to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment after the video. Make sure that you go over to Gerald's channel and do the same thing on Gerald's channel, and then go to Hershe's channel and do the same thing over there. You really have no idea how valuable that is to us because it bumps our videos up higher, and there are people out there who are literally searching to hear what it is that we are saying. They just don't know where we are, right? So you help find them. When you do that, you help them find us. Yeah. Ron, unfortunately, yeah, I kind of cut off the questions. So yeah, we'll have to. I'm sorry, Ron. We'll do it next time. Yeah.
All right, Sandy, what I have for you is are you missing a point of you need to be walking away from something? I have okay. This is the Eight of Swords. It's not that you need to walk away from something. You are being blind to what is going on. You're missing all of the barriers that you're putting in front of you. These barriers that you're seeing are not existing. They do not exist. You're running your worst case scenario or something. I do not know what it is about. However, you are cutting yourself off. You're forcing yourself to do that. It's really very important that you take one of these, and when you start thinking about it, you may actually realize it. Take one of these swords, dislodge yourself, and use it in a new action. You have to switch your action and switch the tactic that you're taking, is what I am feeling for you, Sandy. So, thanks. I hope that helps.
I start off with the Knight of Swords. That's going in there, and yeah, doing what you have to do so that you can come into your own. You're kind of been hiding in the shadows and don't really want to draw too much attention to yourself. You are the star. You are you have value in your own life story that you are. Oops. That you are, there we go. That you're dismissing, you're pushing it away. Okay. I get also the Six of Swords, which is not really wanting to see what is sort of in front of you, that that is kind of causing you to not be able to move forward. This has got something to do with agreements and contracts. And I think, you know, once you take a look at it, you'll be able to see that what you are, okay, you are afraid to take a look at the fine print for fear that there's something in there that is going to lock you into something that you're not willing to be locked into. So rather than looking at it and saying, no, I need to find out exactly where I stand, you're just kind of ignoring it and going, no, well, as long as I don't see it, I don't have to deal with it. Take a look at it. You have to deal with it. You have to cut through all the BS to get to where it is that you need to be, so that ultimately you can celebrate what it is that that you've done. You can find happiness in that. It will, it will totally work with you. So there you go. That's what I get. Oh, and she says, yeah, totally work situation. Yeah.
So, you know, subconsciously, I don't always have the right words. So sometimes I have to listen very carefully to what I'm actually hearing. It's coming in very quickly. It's coming in very swiftly. What I'm hearing is that your outside doesn't match your inside. Your sigil is number 23. 23 is inauthentic, right? Authentic is what we strive for, right? We want to be authentic, but you can be authentic and inauthentic at the same time. So subconscious, that's your inner self, right? That's what nobody sees within you. That's deep within you, right? It's the outer you, the authentic you, that you want to be just this great person, this loving, bubbly kind of situation, but you can't be when your inner you, your subconscious, is in this blind spot, right? So what you need to understand is that every single person comes with a very unique essence. They come with their own energetic signature and a very unique purpose, unlike anyone else's. They have their own unique thought, their own unique feeling, their own unique desire, their own unique need, and their own role to play without anyone else being there to hold them up. There's something within yours that is causing, and when I mean that, I mean inside your subconscious, that is causing the outer you, your conscious you, to lash out sometimes, to not be fair to the authentic you, because the inauthentic you is hurt. The inauthentic you needs to find positivity. You have to be gentle with yourself, but you have to be honest with yourself. You don't have to be honest with anybody else. You can write it out. You can burn it. You can mail it to yourself. You can destroy it. You can tear it up. You can freeze it. You can do all kinds of things. I don't recommend you leave it in your house. I recommend that you get it out and you move it completely so that it cannot use you anymore and you're using it. But until you decide to allow the authentic outer you mask that you're wearing to be ripped off and let the authenticness seep into your subconscious and pull it out, it's at that point you will be being fair to yourself. But right now you're not being fair to yourself, and you're therefore, if you can't be you, you can't give you to anybody else, not truly. So take some time and work on making sure that inner you is healthier than outer you. And that's the message I've got for you, sweetie.
Perfect. That is wonderful. And I don't know if you know, but Oh no, you can't see the chat. Okay, I will share this with you.
I'm sorry, guys.
Posted this. Yep. Thomas posted this saying, congratulations, you have helped Hershe hit a YouTube milestone, 250 subscribers for Hershe. Thanks to all that have subscribed. So there you go, girl. Well done. Yay.
He's actually at 252.
Even better.
Yep.
Even better. Well done,
Thank
you.
Guys. Thank you so much.
That is fantastic. I love that. I love being able to celebrate that. All righty.
Absolutely.
And our
so
last
much, guys.
our last question here is from Adriana, who would like to know what's in her blind spot. There we go. Yep. And you're welcome, Lorraine. You're welcome. Adriana. And you know, for those of you that had that wanted to get readings and kind of missed out on the readings, we're going to do this again in 2 weeks' time. So again, it'll be on a Wednesday. I'll tell you exactly when, and you can come and join us. March the 6th at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Make sure you come early because the spots fill up pretty quick. So, yeah, we'll get you on the list.
All right. So, Adrienne, what I have for you is the blind spot is you have a decision you've been putting off for a really long time. A really long time. It is important that you make that, because what you're missing is the fact that you are not making a decision on it is actually a decision. And what will happen is it will tear some things down. It will actually disrupt a lot of the things that you already have in place. You're also, as it comes to making a decision, because you're not willing to look at it and make it, blind spot is you can ask people for help in the thought process on this. So please consider that. The Six of Pentacles is it's an opportunity to ask for help, because people are willing to give it. So stop avoiding the decision making, because that's a decision to not do anything, and it's not going to have a positive impact for you. So that's what I have for you, Adriana. I wish it was better.
Yeah, I get very much the same thing. I get the Three of Wands. This is the energy that you have put out, and the things that you have put out are ready to come back. Okay. What you project out is being projected back to you. So when you project out the Seven of Wands, when you project out that confusion, that discord, and so on, it is just coming right back to you. So ignoring it isn't going to make it go away. You are going to have to face up to it. This is a Ace of Swords. This is a truth that you know on several levels. You know what the truth is. You know what you need to do. You're just a little hesitant about doing it because you don't want to disappoint someone. And I think the person that you don't want to disappoint is the King of Wands, the person who's, it almost feels like, this is a person who has helped you along the way, and you have now outgrown them. And you still feel obligated to be able to, you feel obligated to that energy. It's okay to be grateful to the energy. It's okay to be grateful for helping you move forward. And it doesn't mean that you have to be grateful every single moment for the rest of your life, right? You can say thank you and move on. So take, like Gerald says, take that sword, cut those ties, and go in the direction that you know you need to go. That's what I got.
Whew. Doesn't happen very often, but I kind of like when I get a blind spot like this, right? Your blind spot is actually your very own goodness, right? You have formulated what I like to say is a fun little word, perplexingly, right? This word doesn't allow goodness, it doesn't allow capability, and it also doesn't allow excellence because it constantly is criticizing it, right? It doesn't see clearly enough because it's so perplexed in everything else that it literally doesn't allow the goodness to shine through, right? So what I want you to do is I want you to think about every perplexual thought that comes with your goodness, and then figure out why you say, oh, I can do this, but everything after but is what, right? You want to think it would go before, but the goodness is there, and then you perplex it by throwing but in there, and it becomes BS, right? It becomes a stirring pot of, I can't handle this. My goodness just went literally out the window with the water, right? I just threw it all away. I got to start all over. No, 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 no. All you have to do is take the perplexity out of it. That's all you have to do. When you take that out, you take out self-doubt, self-blame, and self-criticism, which allows you to allow your perfect imperfections and all of the quirky little things that make you good shine brighter. So allow them to literally force you to the edge. Once you get there, you hold that damn ground like no one else can, because they can't knock you off of your own edge. Nobody can knock you out of your square unless you allow it to happen. So take the perplexity out of it and allow the goodness to just swirl and swirl and swirl infinitely, because that's ultimately what you're meant to be doing. But when you put that perplexity in there, you are causing the goodness to be watered down and diluted. So take perplexity out and just let this be the blind spot that blinds everybody else's, because you see yours now. So let your goodness out. And that's what I got for you, sweetie.
Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful. Thank you. And yeah, she says, yeah, it makes perfect sense, Hershe. Yeah.
Good.
And,
absolutely.
And by the way, Hershe, you're at 256 subscribers.
Where are the rains? Y'all, I asked for rains like 202 people ago. I'm not mad about it. I do need a fan like Gerald's, though. Lord. Ooh, I found it on Etsy, Gerald, and I found one on Etsy. I've got to get it.
There you go.
Yo, this just isn't cutting it. I need it bigger.
Oh boy.
Well, I have seizures, so I can't like turn a fan on. So it's like, yes, I actually need this. I just got to get a bigger one.
Perfect. I'm so glad. I'm so glad for you. This is absolutely fantastic and wonderful. And thank you, folks, for going over to Hershe and subscribing. That's wonderful.
I promise it's fun. Just make sure you strap on your seatbelt, because I don't hold no punches back. I don't care who you are.
No. And sometimes, you know what? That's exactly what we need. So that's absolutely.
I was raised to call a spade a spade. It's the only way I know. I don't know how to be fake. I don't know how to be phony. I did all that before my accident, and now it doesn't exist in my world. So strap on a seatbelt and let's go. Let's grow and glow together.
Exactly.
There you go.
Alrighty. So thank you everyone for being here, for spending part of your day with us. We really, really, really appreciate it. Love all of you. Love knowing that you're there, and you know you certainly help raise my energy level when I'm around you, and I think Gerald and Hershe feel the same way. So absolutely. Yeah, absolutely love it. And you guys, in 2 weeks. we'll do this again. And yeah, for those in the chat, bring your friends. Just come early. Don't wait until the last minute because you're not going to get on the list. So,
Yep.
All right. Okay, everyone. Take care. Love knowing you're there. I will see you in a couple hours at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Sisters of the Mystical Tarot. So we'll see you then. Gerald, have you got anything on the go?
I am with Astrological Tarot at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Nice. Nice. And Hershe, have you got anything you want to highlight?
Yeah, tonight is Wednesday, so I do shadow work with my brother Thomas, and we do it every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. It's strictly shadow work. There's no light allowed or involved. You have to work through to find your own light. So come on and see us tonight. We'll be on at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, I'm doing blind spots again with Thomas and Allie on Allie's channel at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. And then I'm actually going to take a few days off. I'm just really kind of exhausted, so I need to recharge. So I'm not doing anything this weekend publicly.
Good for you.
So I'm available.
Everybody,
I'm just not available for public.
If everybody just liked and subscribed to all three of our channels, they'd be notified about when we go live. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Don't forget to do that. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, chatters. Thank you, Gerald and Hershe. And we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.